Mangwana ni mwalelepo vukenjani kleklas vanave Africa. Welcome to Africa Good Morning, your portal into Africa's potent stories. We certainly hope that you had a fantastic weekend and restful if that is possible. However, it's time for us to look at what we can expect in today's show. We begin in Mozambique, where severe flooding has triggered large-scale rescue operations and left communities submerged. In Uganda, the wife of opposition leader Bobi Wine recounts a violent overnight raid by soldiers as post-elections tensions escalate and questions grow with regards to succession in that country. Now, in West Africa, Ivory Coast, President reshuffles his cabinet and makes his brother the vice prime minister. South Africa's courts rule on the sale of former President Nelson Mandela's personal items. And of course, we're going to be having the Zambia Report with Mike Sichula, as well as some economic updates. My name is Ashwin Mberi. This is Africa Good Morning. You can watch us on DSTV285 GOTV, 285 and Network Media Hub on YouTube. And to the Manchester United supporters out there, well done. Welcome to the show. Top story shortly.
Top picks on DSTV. A fresh face alongside a host of new personal and professional troubles await the crew at Firehouse 51.
The city needs a leader like you.
The Skinwalker team return to investigate even more unexplained paranormal phenomena around the U.S.
They can see these portals.
And a doctor and a mystic join forces to help the vulnerable.
I am completely prepared to follow your orders today.
Stay connected to the unmissable on your home of entertainment, DSTV.
Ready to be entertained? We've got you. GoTV's got more shows just for you.
That's right.
More movies?
Yes. Jackpot.
More kids shows?
Of course.
And more football than anywhere else.
No doubt about it.
Yes, we've got more. And we've got you. Pay for your current GoTV package and we'll upgrade you to the next highest package. Get more with GoTV. At home or on the go with GoTV Stream. GoTV. Love it.
This is Africa Good Morning. We start off with the developments in Mozambique. Tens of thousands of people across Mozambique are being rescued as relentless rains trigger the worst flooding seen in a generation. Large parts of the south and center of the country have been submerged following 2 weeks of continuous downpours, with the Nkomati River bursting its banks near Maracuene, about 30 kilometers north of Maputo. Rescue teams from Brazil, South Africa and the United Kingdom are supporting emergency operations. Families have fled inundated homes, many escaping with only spare clothes. Around 4,000 displaced people are sheltering in schools and churches in Mozambique. Farmers from low-lying areas report devastating losses, including homes, crops, livestock, as well as household goods. Authorities estimate more than 650,000 people have been affected nationwide, with at least 642,122 impacted from January. 7 and 12 deaths recorded so far. Officials do warn that conditions may worsen due to heavy rain in South Africa, where upstream dam discharges could increase river levels downstream. We now move over to Uganda, where the wife of opposition leader Bobi Wine has spoken publicly from her hospital bed in Kampala, describing what she says was a violent overnight raid at her home by soldiers searching for her husband. Barbara Itungo Kuya-Gulanyi said she was strangled and held at gunpoint during the operation. She explained that soldiers believed Wine was at home after his phone was briefly switched on, unaware he had left it behind. In a statement posted on X, Wine said hundreds of soldiers raided the house in her absence, looted property and assaulted the property and assaulted his wife while demanding information about his whereabouts. Kiagulanyi detailed being beaten, dragged by her hair, struck against a pole and pinned to the ground while questioned for phone passwords. Wine went into hiding after last week's presidential election, which President Yoweri Museveni won to secure a 7th term. Wine rejected the result as blatant theft. His lawyer has appealed to the United Nations and international community to demand guarantees for his safety. Now let's talk about the president and his son in Uganda. As President Yoweri Museveni begins his 7th term in office, his son, Army Chief Muhoozi Kainerugaba, has emerged as leading contender to succeed him after strengthening his grip on Uganda's security apparatus. Known for fiery social media posts, Kainerugaba is accused by sources of playing a central role in post-election crackdown that helped Museveni's victory, including a nationwide internet shutdown. He has publicly claimed that 30 opposition supporters were killed and 2,000 arrests following the vote. Security forces disrupted opposition rallies, detained supporters, and at times opened fire during the campaign period. Critics within the ruling party and military have been sidelined, with rival officers retired and soldiers' salaries increased to secure loyalty. Although Museveni has not named a successor, Kainerugaba's growing authority has intensified debate about a possible family handover. His erratic online statements have unsettled political elites, despite associates describing him as calm in private. Analysts say his influence now outweighs that of most potential challengers within the ruling establishment. And it seems to be a family affair in Africa. Why? Because Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara reshuffled his cabinet, appointing his younger brother, Defense Minister Tene Birahima Ouattara, as Vice Prime Minister, while allowing him to retain his defense portfolio. The newly created position elevates him within the government hierarchy, while most senior ministers remained in place, signaling continuity rather than broad reform. The changes follow Ouattara's re-election in October and his party's legislative victory in December, which secured a parliamentary majority. At 84, the president has said he intends to prepare the ground for a new generation of political leaders. The reshuffle comes as the West African nation seeks to build on nearly 15 years of sustained economic expansion that has made it one of the region's fastest growing economies. Ivory Coast is the world's largest cocoa producer and has prioritized stability after years of political turmoil. By keeping key portfolios unchanged, the administration says it aims to maintain policy direction while modestly adjusting leadership roles within government. Now, in an ongoing case, a case that was ongoing for quite a while, we are in South Africa because the South African court has ruled that several personal items belonging to Nelson Mandela may be sold and exported after dismissing an appeal by the country's Heritage Authority. The collection includes about 70 objects, among them a Robben Island prison cell key, aviator glasses, a floral shirt, drawings, an identity card, and gifts from world leaders. The items belong to Mandela's eldest daughter, Makaziwe Mandela, and Christo Brand, a former Robben Island warden. Authorities argued the artifacts formed part of the nation's protected heritage and should not leave the country. However, the Supreme Court of Appeal found the Heritage Agency's interpretation of the law overly broad and said it failed to justify why the objects qualified as protected heritage. Makaziwe Mandela said the proceeds were intended for a memorial garden in her father's grave in Qunu. She welcomed the ruling, stating the family best understood Mandela's wishes. Mandela died in 2013, aged 95, after leading the struggle against apartheid and serving as South Africa's first democratically elected president. Those have been our top stories on Africa Good Morning. Shortly, we're going to have a very happy Mike Sichula. As we all know, he supports Manchester United, and his joy is doubled by the fact that I support Arsenal. However, his mission, his plan, his only role here is going to be to give us the Zambia Report, as he does so well. So soon, Mike Sichula joins us. But first, the weather.
Ready to be entertained? We've got you. GOTV's got more shows just for you.
That's right.
More movies?
Yes, Jackpot.
More kids shows?
Of course.
And more football than anywhere else.
No doubt about it.
Yes, we've got more. And we've got you. Pay for your current GOTV package and we'll upgrade you to the next highest package. Get more with GOTV. At home or on the go with GOTV Stream. GOTV. Love it.
Top picks on DSTV. A fresh face alongside a host of new personal and professional troubles await the crew at Firehouse 51.
The city needs a leader like you.
The Skinwalker team return to investigate even more unexplained paranormal phenomena around the U.S.
They could see these portals.
And a doctor and a mystic join forces to help the vulnerable.
I am completely prepared to follow your orders today.
Stay connected to the unmissable on your home of entertainment.
It's time for us to talk to Mr. Mike Sichula. Mike, Bobi Wine, and congratulations on the Man United win.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you and good morning to you.
All right, sir, let's get into it. So, Zambia is moving to end nighttime travel bans. Tell us about this, Mike.
Wow. In 2016, the Zambian government imposed a travel ban following increased road accidents on the Ndola Lusaka road, which had been in a bad state for some time. So because of that, the Zambian government decided that in order to preserve life and loss of infrastructure as well as goods that are on transit being routed and also being damaged, they decided to impose a night travel ban from 20 hours until 04 hours in the morning. But because of the ongoing construction of the Ndola dual carriageway, the Zambian government, through Transport and Logistics Minister Frank Tayari, has hinted that once this road infrastructure that is ongoing is complete, the Zambian government will lift the ban on night traveling of public service minibuses as well as trucks in order to keep the wheels of commerce moving 24 hours. However, the number of stakeholders are still not comfortable with this decision. They are saying that the problems that led to the ban must first be addressed. And one of them is not the poor infrastructure of the road, but also the competency and the tiredness and fatigue of some drivers who may be on the road for almost over 24 hours, and they're calling on fleet managers of these public service buses to ensure that drivers are no longer fatigued on long trips. They must be given ample time to rest so that when they are on the roads, they are not tired in order to cause accident through by them dozing and also just losing concentration on the road because they have less rest. So it is something that players in the transport sector are hoping that before the ban is lifted, all those issues that contributed to increased road traffic accidents are addressed by authorities and the players in the transport sector.
So, Mike, the State House has rejected the claims over President Hakainde Hichilema's extended leave. Lots of theories have been flying around, Mike.
Yes, a lot of theories, some unfounded, others just malicious, trying to bring the name of the president into disrepute. So as you can see, there is President Hakainde Hichilema at one of his farms in Choma, where he had gone for retreat as part of his annual leave. So he left Lusaka late December, and he only returned to Lusaka last week. And you can see him there taking some selfies with some of the passerbys on the busy road. So the ranch is just located near a very busy traffic position. So the president was forced to come out from his annual leave and begin to interact with members of the general public, because there have been a lot of rumors flying that the president was unwell, and people needed to understand whether it was true or not. However, this problem was caused by the State House itself, because when the president went on leave, there was no adequate information to tell the nation as to how long he's going to be on his annual leave. Was it going to be 3 days? Was it going to be 4 days or 10 days? That information was never relayed to members of the public. And political opponents always take advantage of the situation to begin to peddle unfounded claims. And during one of the interviews with one of the private TV station, the president was put on a direct call by one of his permanent secretaries, and the president did speak to the fact that why is it that people are wishing me dead? If they want to find out if I'm well or not, why not say so by engaging my handlers to establish whether I'm okay or I'm not fine? And the president has since returned to Lusaka, and when he returned to Lusaka, he got down to work when he met some teacher unions, where he indicated to them that the provision of free education should be enshrined in the Zambian constitution, so that no other administration that comes into office should scrap it off, because it is benefiting members of the general public.
All right, Mike. Now, a lot of clarity has been needing to stem from Zambian government apparatus, one of them being the army chief needing to clarify his statement on illegal miners, and it seems like he doubled down.
This caused a lot of panic amongst members of the general public. However, the background to this story is that in the past, there has been a lot of illegal mining activities because of the discovery of precious stones such as gold, sugilite, as well as even copper itself. So because of these uncontrolled mining activities, where a lot of people get into these mining zones, the Zambian government, in order to prevent loss of life, as it has happened in the past, where some of these pits where they go to dig cave down with killing people, the government thought that there must be controlled system of mining, and the army general, he did come out strongly, issued a warning that they are going to fumigate, they are going to exterminate and eradicate illegal miners. These three words caused panic amongst the people that were mining, as you can see from that video. And they're just ordinary members of the public who said there's no way the army general could call people that are mining, trying to make a living, and then he's threatening them with extermination, fumigation, as well as eradication. So the only challenge was that the use of those three words did not go well with members of the general public, civil society organizations, including including the Minister of Defense himself, Mr. Ambrose Rufuma, has come out to state that the Army General erred in the way he used those words of fumigation, extermination, and eradication. But as we can see from that video, because those words were too strong, over 20,000 small-scale miners who had gathered in Kikonge, which is in Mfumbwe district, have left the facility because they were afraid that the army officials who have moved into this area may do the worst. But however, we have been told that there was no casualties when the army moved into this south. All the people that were found were told to leave, and we are just waiting to see if there will be there was any discovery of sophisticated weapons, as was alleged by the army commander Godfrey Ziere.
All right, Mike, now you know my favorite sports team in Zambia. I love them more than you love Manchester United. Copper Queens are headed off to the FIFA series.
Wow, this is something that the Football Association of Zambia is excited because of the good performance of the Copper Queens. In 2022, the Copper Queens were third on the African continent, and now they are preparing for the WAFCON with a target of winning their first WAFCON title. On top of this, now the Copper Queens have been given an opportunity to play in the upcoming FIFA series, which will be held in April. Zambia will compete against Brazil, Canada, and the Korea Republic. So this tournament has excited also the coach Nora, who said it is going to be used in order to increase Zambia's FIFA ranking, and also just gain experience from countries like Canada, countries like Brazil that are powerhouses in women football. So it is something that even ordinary members of the football fraternity are excited that Zambia is now rubbing shoulders with big guns in women football when you talk of Brazil. So it is something that the Football Association of Zambia has promised to ensure that the team is prepared adequately in order not just to compete, but to play, to be the best during these FIFA series matches that will be played in April this year.
Well, Mike, it's that time when we end your broadcast and we must address the elephant in the room, or in Arsenal's case, the elephant on top of the tree. Congratulations on Manchester United's emphatic win yesterday at the Emirates. I'm trying to be a gentleman about this, Mike. Go easy on me.
Thank you very much for the congratulations. It's good that you came out first. Otherwise, I was going to ambush you to say, look, now you now have 4 points leading the table, and Manchester United for the first time is in the top 4 of the EPL, which is something that is good. Well done to Coach Michael Carrick, and also well done to you for putting up a good fight, but we killed it at the end when you didn't even expect that Manchester can win. Thank you very much, Africa. Good morning to our dear viewers.
Thank you very much, Mike. We truly appreciate it. Now, to some numbers which don't involve 3 and 2. Here are the economic indicators as we say goodbye. Tomorrow, Talent Gore joins us for the Zimbabwe Report, and of course, we'll be back with Africa's potent stories. Suraj Laganaka.